guys, it's finally time to reveal my number 3 spot of 2019. So if you have missed my countdown, I've now done all my palettes ranking from my number 15 spot to my number 4 spot. Number 5 and number 4 I did looks with, and today we are going to be doing a look with my number 3 spot. Now, I might have kind of tricked you a little bit with the thumbnail because the size of the picture in the thumbnail is not what the actual size of the palette is like, but I didn't want it to be too obvious what the palette was going to be. So this is a rainbow palette. I think you can all guess it now. I've done 10 looks with this palette. I absolutely love this palette. This is the Jawbreaker palette by Jeffree Star. I'm sure that you have all seen this, but just in case you haven't, this is what the palette looks like. And obviously, I mean, this is me in a palette. I love some good colors, and there's a lot of good colors in here. So I thought for today's video, since I'm just kind of like a little stuck on what I want to do, I thought we could just do this like palette bingo style, because I haven't done a palette bingo in what feels like forever. Like, I feel like it's probably been at least a month since I've done a palette bingo, which is way too long. So I thought today we could do a palette bingo. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my random number generator here, and then we're gonna pick, I guess, 5 shades. 5 is like the safe number for me. I feel like I can always make a look work with 5 shades. I mean, assuming I at least get one matte, fingers crossed. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my random number generator, and then we are going to pick out 5 shades that I'm going to do a look with, and that's basically going to be the video. So I have the generator up now. I've put in 1 through 24, and we are going to go ahead and generate the first number. So the first number is going to be number 15. I'm just going to draw all the numbers now, and then we will swatch out all of the shadows after. So we first have 15, 4, 5, 24, and 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch out all of these shades so you can see what it is that we have to work with. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look here. So we have shade number 1, which this kind of sucks because it's like a matte white. Like, who needs that? I know I definitely don't. And then we have number 4 and 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is a yellow matte, which is kind of nice. And then we also have number 5, which is called Suck, which is an orange. So let's go ahead and give these some swatches here. And then we have 2 more shades. So far we have no shimmers. I don't even think I've used that matte white because I just never really used those kind of colors. That's a beautiful color though. And then we also have shade number 15 as well as 24. So let's see, 13, 14, ugh, 15. 15 is the shade Sour, which is a green. This really sucks. I don't like this shadow at all. Ah, man, this is gonna be rough. Okay, so we also have, oh my goodness, Jesus. Okay, so we have another matte. So we have an all matte look here. We have shade number 24, which is called Delirious, which is a dark blue matte, which I do like the shade, but I do wish that we had, oh my God, look at that color story though. What am I supposed to do? Ah, this is gonna be a little bit of a problem. Maybe I'll pull in some kind of flakes or something like that just to spice this look up a little bit, because I mean, I do want some kind of a shimmer in this look. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base just so I can get started with this, and then I'll think about what I want to do with this look. I'm literally so confused, and right now I'm like, why did I do this palette bingo style? I could have just made this into like a Christmas look or a New Year's Eve look or something like that, but here we are, it's too late. I'm gonna think about something to do and I'll be right back. So I think I kind of like sort of have a plan. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start off by taking, should I go light to dark or darkest to lightest? Ooh, I think I'm actually gonna start off with the green because this shadow just sucks and I wanna just like make sure I put this down first here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in basically my whole crease here. I'm going to be very heavy-handed with this and really try to build this up and pack this on as much as I can. And then I'm gonna use the blue matte to deepen this up with, and then I'll do a half cut crease and put some of these shadows on my lid. I think I want to use like the green on my, the white on my lid, I mean, just because I don't really know where else I want to put that. I don't like having a white as like a blend out shade. I really despise having like white all the way up towards my brow bone. That's just not my kind of look. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that on my lid. So I'm probably gonna use my white P. Louise base to cut my lid with, and then we'll just kind of take it from there. I think that's going to be the plan. So this actually seems to be performing a little bit better on top of my Natasha Denona base than it did when I used my MAC paint pot or whatever I used in that other video where I did all my looks with this palette. I feel like this green is performing a little bit better on top of this base, which is nice because I remember this really sucking. So I'm going in with that dark blue now, and like I said, I'm going to use that to deepen up my crease with here. I do remember this color being a little bit hard to blend and work with, but I'm going to just take my time and hopefully it'll turn out okay in the end here if I'm just being patient with this. And I'm assuming that none of you are surprised that this palette is in my top 5 of the year, because I feel like most of you have already guessed this one when I've asked. This seemed to be like the most popular choice of all of the palettes I have in my collection. Like all of you pretty much guessed that this would be in here, so I feel like this wasn't really a surprise. Maybe the placement of this palette was a surprise for you guys. Did you think that I was going to rank this higher than what I did? Because I definitely had, you know, it was a tough decision. Like I definitely could have ranked this as number 2. I feel like my number 1 palette was very obvious to me at least, and it was like the first thing I picked out when I knew I was going to be doing my rankings, was that I knew that that palette was going to be my number 1. But after that I kind of struggled a little bit, and this one was between my number 2 and 3 spot, and I just kind of decided that this was going to be my number 3 and that I liked the number 2 palette more. So let me know what you think is going to be my number 2 and my number 1 palette now that you have seen my number 3. I feel like a lot of you guys are probably going to guess both of them, and I know that a lot of you already have, so I'm proud of you guys for knowing me so well. It's cool to see that so many of you guys like watch so many videos that you know exactly where my head's at. Like, that's awesome. So my original plan was to do something kind of with the orange and the yellow on my lower lash line, but I think I'm gonna change my mind and honestly just use all of these 3 colors here on my lid as like my gradient into the blue. I think that's going to work out pretty well. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the same thing on my lower lash line that I have done in my crease now. So I'm first gonna go in with a little bit more of my eyeshadow base, because this green is crap if you don't put it on top of some kind of a base. So I'm gonna put down my base, and then I'm going to do the same that I did in my crease and just kind of work on the blends a little bit before I go in and do my cut crease. Okay, so after a lot of building and blending up here, I think I'm ready to do my cut crease. So I'm gonna find my white P. Louise base here somewhere. I got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a half cut crease with this. Again, I don't really feel like explaining too much, because I feel like a lot of you guys know how to do cut creases, because there are just so many tutorials on them on the internet right now. But if you guys want me to do like a very in-depth tutorial on how to do like a half cut crease for hooded eyes or something like that, do let me know, because I feel like I don't want to waste my time like explaining everything every time I do a half cut crease. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys watch in case you are interested. So the cut crease is done, and as you can see, it does have a little bit of like a blue cast on it, just because I didn't use like a makeup remover or anything like that, which I probably should have. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with the shade Suck, which is the orange, and I want to place that like basically on the outer third of where I cut my crease, and then I'm gonna move into the yellow and then finish off with the white like in my inner corner. So let's first go ahead and pack on this orange like right in the middle here. Like, I'm not the best at doing all matte eye looks, so I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, but hopefully I'll be able to make this work somehow. So I'm really just packing on this color now, and then I will blend it into the blue. I'm gonna have to go back in with more blue after, just to make sure that the blend between the two here are looking okay. Not gonna lie, I'm not like super happy with how this is looking, but hopefully it's going to come together in the end. Ugh, I'll find a way to fix it, I hope. So I'm next gonna go into the yellow shade, and I'm going to pack that next to where I really don't feel like these are going on all that well. I mean, me just trying to blend these two colors together is looking extremely patchy here. This might end up being a long video if I'm gonna somehow try to fix this. And then to finish off, I'm gonna go into the white. I mean, this is looking atrocious on this eye. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to fix this, but I'm gonna just keep going with this. And then I'll think of something that might be able to make this a little bit better after. But this white is actually going on really nicely. I kind of wish I just put the white all over my lid now, but too late for that. I'm gonna take a bit more of that blue and just try to fix the outer corners here. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do to get that yellow to look a little bit better. Maybe I'll pull out some kind of a yellow shimmer or something and just layer it on top, because I am going to wear this look, so it's not like I want to just walk around looking crazy the rest of the day. And this is why I don't do all matte eye looks, because I feel like I'm just not very good at it, and I don't even really feel like I can blame the shadows either, because I don't know, I just don't feel very confident in doing these kind of looks. So I'm just going to take a little small eyeliner brush here, because I did have a little bit of transfer with my concealer when I did my cut crease. So I'm just going to kind of go over that a little bit here and just kind of run this over the line as well to make this nice and sharp. So I think I'm going to cheat just like a tiny bit, and I'm going to go into Lemon Drop, which is the yellow shimmer in this palette. Like I said, I just don't want to walk around looking like this the rest of the day, so I do want to kind of fix this a little bit here. I'm not going to take a lot, I just want to take a little bit of it and just kind of layer it over the yellow on both sides, just so I don't have like a giant patchy spot here, and hopefully this is going to help it a little bit. I think I'm going to go ahead and spray this. Ooh, and this is not working. Ugh, that looks so bad. Wow, what am I doing? Oh, why is it doing this? That looks absolutely terrible. Oof, this is not a good makeup day, you guys. And I was so excited to work with this palette, and now I just mess up. Oh, this looks so bad. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so I think this is actually starting to come together. Oh, thank God. I mean, that was scary. I'm gonna do just a little bit more of that orange and just kind of blend that in with the yellow again here. And then I guess that's going to be the eye look all done. And can you guys see now just like why I hate this green so much? Because it goes on like okay at first. Like when I first put it on as the first shadow, it looked great, but then now I feel like it's just kind of almost gone. I don't know. It's almost like it just disappeared. And I also don't love the blends that I have going on here with the blue, but hopefully when it's all said and done and I have on some mascara and stuff, everything is going to come together. Fingers crossed. I'm just going to work on this blend here just one last time. I don't want to overblend because I don't want the shadows to lift. But I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it the way it is right now. Like, I do think that this look has potential to come together, but I guess we'll see when the look is all done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off. I think I'm gonna do maybe yellow in my waterline. Maybe that could be fun. Maybe if I could find punch, that would be ideal. But I will show you when I'm back, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this look isn't going to look terrible. Okay, so I think that this look came together in the end, at least is a lot better than what I was expecting when I was in the middle of doing it. So, I mean, I'm fairly happy with this look. Am I happy with the color selection I got chosen? Not so much. I really dislike doing all matte eye looks, and as you could tell, it didn't happen because I just simply wasn't able to because I suck at doing them. But like I said, I do still think that this ended up being a really pretty look. So for my lip combo today, I used the Artist Color Pencil by Makeup Forever. This is in the shade Any Tangerine. It's just an orange. And then on top, I used Seven Springs by Colourpop. This is one of their cream lipsticks. I really like this. I think it turned out really nice with the look. I think it really goes with that orange that I have on my lid. Is this a lot of color altogether? Yeah, probably, but I kind of love it. So that's gonna be it for my number 3 palette of the year. Now, again, let me know down below which palette you think is going to be my number 2, because that is going to be coming in about 4, 5, 6 days or something like that. I haven't figured out my schedule like to the T, but it'll be like within a week or so. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you want to see the other ranking videos that I have done, if you missed them, I will pop a couple up on the screen so you can go watch those as well. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.